Hey there, I actually started recording and I deleted it because I made a big mistake and I was like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to go back. So it is morning and you will notice I already moved my markers, which if you saw my deleted video, you would have been able to watch me do it. I moved my markers and I've already repaired a whole bunch of units. On the 24th, I do have one more repair I need to do. And the 24th the 4th, not the 24th, the 4th Division made it all the way down to 9. And then, of course, the 5th Division is at 7 still. So the 4th Division ended up taking just as many losses. Now, the part that you missed is I had a stack of 6 tanks, a stack of 4 with 2 of them that were injured, and then a stack of 6, anyways, it was a whole lot of tanks. And so my tank pips went from being in the 30s all the way up to 40. Actually, it went from being in the 20s all the way up to 40. So I just got a ton of tank points, probably more than I'll need the rest of the game. The engineer points, I did get 4, but I think I spent 3 to repair things. So that one wasn't quite as robust. So we did that, and then I did he loves me not thing, and called the Japanese stuff. And the only thing that's left is a couple of changes from the last game. There were some 4th Division elements that were still on the board and I didn't realize it, so I took them off. So then I had to modify some of my previous moves, and I also kept some of the HQ units out from the 24th to help me hold positions, because there was some 24th here holding these spots. So I left some HQ units so we don't lose the positions. And also we don't need them in the reserve. They can still help us fight. And now there is one set of the 24th, or the 4th, I keep saying 24th. It's right here. These 2 units are in a field of fire for black and brown, and they're from the 25th Regiment, and these are the 4th Division. I was not able to get these off the map, and they're from 2 different battalions here. And so it's critically important, because now when you look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 battalions, but not those other 2. So we're going to get 7 bonus points. So 10, 9, 8, 7. And then since those 2 battalions that we don't have in there are from 2 different regiments, we're only going to get 1 more for regiments. So that hurt us. That cost us 1, 2, 3, 4 points. But the good news is we bounced up hard. And then the 5th Division has everything. So we're going to get 9 for all 9 battalions. And then we're going to get 3 more for each of the regiments. So we're going to get 12 points. So the 5th Division is now tied with the 4th Division right here. And so we have, they're back up to 17. And if we can maybe wait 1 more day, then they'll both go up by 12 more, and we can get them back up to like maybe 29. So that's a tall order, because we're asking the 3rd Division, which is minus a regiment, to take on this whole line. But for now, I think that's what we're going to do. Now, as far as injuries go, this is 2 points here, and that is the 4th Division. So I'm going to take 2 points off of 4th Division, because that was the heavy weapons unit. And then here's 1 from the 3rd Division. So I'm going to take 1 off of the 3rd. Okay, so moving on. There's 1 and 2 from the 3rd. So we're up to 2. This one is with the 4th. So we're going to do another one from the 4th. I'll do that right now. So the 4th is actually weaker than the 5th right now. And just anybody who has a step loss. So this is 3 and 4 for the 3rd Division. 5. Okay, so 5 heals to the 3rd division. And what's crazy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts them to 59. So it's as if they only lost 1 from the start. So that was a good call. Now, the 3rd division tanks I can't put out until the evening phase. So that is a little bit of a depressor, because the tanks I am using for barrages, and I do like them. But like I said, they were stuck on the beach and they had no command. So this was an easier way to get them to the front, instead of trying to move an HQ unit back to pick them up. The other thing you're going to see me do is, since these divisions are now in reserve, I'm going to pack up and start moving towards the front with them, and then reestablish new spots. Now, these divisions I forgot to move last turn, so I'm going to do that now. There's a lot of things in this game to forget to do. It's a little challenging and frustrating that way. You need to shut the door. Their video game's so loud, I can't. So, with the HQ phase, everybody's range does go up. So we now have 4 range, or we've already been at 4 range with them. And then this moves up to 3 range. It stays at 3 actually, but it still moves up. And then we check for garrisons, and I don't think there's any garrisons to be had. This one actually gets one, which is good. This is the 23rd, and he still has a range of, see, my eyes are so bad I can't even read these small digits. He has a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one gets a garrison. Unless Brown can shoot on it. Let me check to see if Brown can shoot on it. He does not get a garrison. Brown is preventing him. And I'm looking at purple here. Purple will get one as soon as we take green out. Okay, so let's get going. Draw an event. We're on the event phase. Today, by the way, is the 25th of February, so we might start getting new events like this one, Tunnels. Tunnels doesn't do anything. It just allows one of them who's out of communication to be in, and every one of them is in communication right now. Then we do their attack. Gold is going to hit leaders. That would be devastating if we had an actual gold firing on us. And we do. Dang it, 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 dang it. So they're going to hit hero, then the heavy weapons, and then HQ in that order. And so here you can see there's 2 of them. So they're going to hit both of these. And we're going to get disrupted. So we take a step loss with the heavy weapons. And then this headquarters flips. That one was a devastating blow, because not only that, but we get disrupted because of it's an unrevealed marker. So the gold star from the teacher did not help there. Then we have a red reinforce. This red is in their communication, and he's empty, so we are going to do something with it. He doesn't fire, but he does get a unit and a depth marker. So that hurts us even more, because now our path to the black tower is blocked. So he's got a little cross symbol, because he's going to be sacrificed, I guess. I don't know. And then this one here is 2 spaces away. And I think we are in his field of fire. I have to check. We are not in his field of fire. So a red, he's going to redeploy if he can, and he can't. So then he gets a depth marker, which he already has. So neener to him. And then we have green, which is just going to be a basic green action, but he is going to give the eye to the black, but there is no eye action yet until turn 22, although we're getting close. This is turn 22. Oh, dang it. That starts this very turn. Place 1 unit from the reserve into any unoccupied hex within 3 hexes not in communication. So that's given to black. So any position that's not in communication. So that would be like something here, like if I wasn't covering, I didn't have a unit. So that we're fine. This green unit way up here, I need to see what he's gonna do. He's firing. So I have nothing but star units up there, so he doesn't hit us. So we're good. All right, so now we do another event, and we have mortar support. I think, if I remember, that just helps them with their actions, and they're already done with their actions, so it's another neener moment. Oh, this is actually help. This is on our side. Disrupt 1 Japanese position, not a hilltop or black position, but we have to add a Japanese depth marker. So we can disrupt something, but they get a depth marker. So I think the depth marker for sure is, remember, it always goes to the lowest numbered area. It's going to go to this green one up here. And as for disruption, I'm thinking it can't be a black position or a hilltop position, but there's still plenty of positions to disrupt. So I'm going to disrupt it doesn't say, I mean, I can disrupt an unrevealed unit, which is what I'm thinking of doing here. So I'm going to disrupt this. Oh, that's a hilltop. Never mind. This one is also a hilltop. I'm going to disrupt this unit right here. And, okay, so now it's to actions. And bear with me 1 second, I'm dealing with something off camera. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so we got some issues here. I'm quickly realizing these are both hill units with fortifications, and I'm approaching them willy-nilly as if it's no big deal. I need to take them more seriously. That's the first thing. The second thing is some of these units, of course, are annoying, and that's just how it is. But let's start at the bottom here. These are easy. I'm moving in to take these 2 positions, and then after I move in, these guys will move. So we're going to hold these red positions because I can't let Japan take them back. And we're going to move these forward to start to reveal him. There's nothing I can do about revealing him for now, but I am going to move these 2 forward. So this is into his fire zone, and then this would require a, see, now I got to be careful again, because look, that's a full unit. But these are purple here, and this is not black. So I am going to move him up, but I have to take... No, there's no muff fire because there's already a unit next to him. So I'm good, I'm good. So let's think about this some more. This is another unit that's mixed with the regular strength. So I'm going to move him to here for blue. And I do have to do a check on this green. And so the green does not get a spawn. Remember, because we moved within 3 spaces of it. So nothing happens there. And then this is another one of those where these are both regular units. This is black fire, so we got to be careful because the black is going to be able to hit a really large range. And these 2 units, I think, we're going to sit tight for a bit. This is their papa, so if anything, before this one moved there, we would go 1, 2, and if we went 3, we would have to deal with a infiltration check. I don't know if that's worth doing, but my logic is I want to take those green spots. But if I draw a blue, which I didn't, thank goodness, I would have taken a hit. So, so my logic is I'm going to take these, and then of course I still have to draw those damn cards to see if we get an encounter because of the whole rejuvenation thing. I still don't like that rule. But I'm at least next to Papa, and so I am in command, is what I'm trying to say, when I'm next to Papa. This is our regimental HQ, and he has a range of 3, so it's 1, 2, 3 right now. So we're just outside of his range. I could pack him up and move him closer, but he's going to get to range 4 and 5 soon. He's actually going to be on range 5 or range 4 next turn. Am I looking at the right one? Yes. He's going to be range 4 next turn. So that'll get a lot more thing. And then all these guys are HQs or influenced by an HQ, except for this guy, of course. So we have a lot of people who can command themselves. The other thing is, I just realized it's morning, so I'm going to deploy these 2 5th Division elements that went into Suribachi. So we have a Heroism guy and an HW-28. We're going to get them deployed, and so it's got to be, we're going to basically put them here, like so, and they're going to just help us to take on the mountain here. And this hero will probably help as well. I probably should have put that here. I put him on a heavy weapons thinking, you know what, he'll be more useful. But in all honesty, he's more useful in a regular strength infantry because now he gives extra cards and stuff. And regular strength infantry does close combat better than the heavy weapons. And the hero gives you a bonus in close combat. Okay, so with that being said, I have this one that hasn't moved. We're going to reveal. And we get a flamethrower and an MG. We have the flamethrower, we have the MG. This is a rocky terrain, which I think our strength is cut in half. So we have 12 to 3, so we're at 2 to 1. And at a 2 to 1, we match him perfectly, and he has an unrevealed depth marker. It's JX. His depth marker is destroyed, which is not bad. I would have preferred to have disrupt him, but I can't artillery him anymore, so nothing I can do there. This one's going to reveal this guy, and it's a fortification. So he gets a depth marker, and we got to reveal the fortification first, and you can see we're blocked. So he doesn't get revealed, and we get disrupted. So that hurts a little. This guy is going to reveal this one, and it's a bazooka and an MG, which we meet. Yeah, we satisfy that. And so he is not on anything special. So he is on a mountain terrain, level 4. So he's doubled. I'm still having a hard time believing that this entire plateau is a level 4 mountain. And yet there's 2 airports on it. So like I'm looking at this, and this is a level 4. See, and then that's a level 5. You see? This is surrounded by bluffs, so it's level 4, so it's higher. So these are not level 4. This is level 4. See how it's surrounded by bluffs? And then see how this is even darker? Because that's level 5. And you can see the hilltop is on level 5. I'm going to go with that. So I'm not doubling him, is what I'm getting at. So this is 11 to 4. So that's almost a 3-to-1. It's a 2-to-1 with a perfect match. And it is JDX. So JDX he's disrupted. So we do disrupt him, and he loses his depth marker. So it's another situation. Oh, that was a powerful one too. Sayonara. Sayonara. Okay, and then this one is going to reveal this, and he gets a unit and a depth marker. Now, it does say that he gets it from the unit and the depth marker from the adjacent place. So I'm going to just move this one over. And we are not blocked. So let's see what we get. It is a radio and an MG, which we have. And we are triple him. So that's a 3-to-1 with a perfect match. That's a JEX. He is completely, the unit and the depth marker are both defeated. Oh my gosh. So that's awesome. So now all you have is an exposed fort. So this guy's disrupted, which is unfortunate. This one can move into the disruption zone and then into here, and we're going to take an intense fire check. We did get a gold, but he's a star. So unless it was a gold star, nothing happens. So we're cheating him from having a unit. And here I'm going to use all 4 of them to attack this and reveal. And that is oh, see, I can't attack this. Look at this. I wasn't paying attention when I was moving my units. So I have to do an infiltration move here, but then I'm in an intense fire from black. And by the way, this last turn, black fired. Oh, he would have fired. So I totally forgot to do that. I'm so sorry, folks. So there would have been a step loss here. And I don't remember what the action was. It had the purple eye on it, or green eye. It was a diamond. So any diamonds, that's not a black zone. That's the only one that would have been hit. Now, the thing is he would have been, yeah. So that's the only one. But then up here, they would have hit a diamond, which is this guy. See, that's a black. And then I think there's a black here as well. But that's not a diamond. So we took a hit up there too. And now what I can do is I'm going to just disrupt him instead of taking a hit. So I'll disrupt the whole stack, and then we'll just attack with this. Oh, that's right. We can't attack because we have the fortress there. So that's all the more reason to disrupt this. And then I have to decide, do I want to do an infiltration move? And we don't know what that is. Infiltration moves are bad, especially when we're right next to something with regular units. I need to be here or there. That's the only chance I have of taking that one out. But what I can do is he's exposed. So I could have, yes, I am going to use that naval strike I had. And I know it's not the beginning of the turn, and I apologize, but That's how I roll, folks. If I don't sit there and think about things, I just move on, and then I realize, oh, you know what, I should have done this. This is not a renege situation. I'm just, so we're gonna do the naval fire. And he's a brown, and the naval fire is, what shape is it? I think it is a triangle. It is. That's a perfect hit with a naval fire of 6. Now we're attacking a hill fortification, which requires us to shift 1 to the left. So that is a hill, but it doesn't matter if it's a black hill or not. So we move 1 to the left, and the outcome is basically the same. He gets disrupted, which is good. Okay, so the fortress is exposed, but the unit is not. I think I can still barrage it because I'm trying to hit the fortress. So he's disrupted, the artillery is destroyed, and the depth marker is destroyed, and that. So all kinds of wonderful things here. So if he has an artillery, which he does, it gets destroyed. So his artillery is destroyed, and that is a hilltop, so he's going to lose 2 points for that. His depth marker is destroyed, so he's a little bit weaker. And then we're going to check to see if his fortress survived. So we come here. It's a blue. Nothing happens. So we didn't do it. Okay. I need these naval guns to hit all kinds of stuff here. So this is the 3rd Division. I do have 5 artillery. Actually, this is the 4th Division here, right? This is the 4th Division, this guy. And I'm going to use 4th Division artillery. 1, 2, 3, along with 4 from the whatchamacallit, the core. And so we're going to fire again. We don't have the brown, but we do have the diamond. So that is a symbol-only match. And it does let us try to destroy the fortification. And I got an orange, and there you go. There's a match. So the important thing here is we got the red fort to reduce. And this is a class 1, so I know I'm going to need it somewhere else. So we get to go to a class 2, and it is a much better situation. And that opens the door now for us to attack. So we're going to attack, and you can see it needs a Browning and a CC, so nothing happens really. We're not going to reduce his fortification or anything, but we at least got the unit revealed, and we would have to close combat now. So now that the unit's revealed, we can close combat. So I think that was a good use of our artillery. We have a similar situation here, but I can't do anything with that. So moving on, the 23rd needs a range of 4 before we can garrison this. So we can't do that yet. Oh, this guy, I can't do anything about because our guy was disrupted. So I'm removing his disruption marker. But thankfully, he's still disrupted, so nothing happened there. You get to move units. So I'm going to move these guys. This one is disrupted. And I'm going to move them right over here. I'm going to overstack them and just keep him disrupted. Since he got disrupted this turn. And we're going to use these guys to close combat something next turn. And this is a level 1 fort, which is also bad. So we do need to take that out. So I think I'm going to do another artillery strike on this. This time it will be the 3rd Division. And then our smoke we're going to use the, we're using all of our core artillery in the first round here. So that may or may not be good, but we don't have any tanks, so this is our only hope. So it's a purple, or is this a black? This is the black, isn't it? Yes, it's the black zone. And that's not a match, but the purple matches. So we match the color. And so by matching the color, he is disrupted. All Japanese units are disrupted, which is fine. He loses his artillery, and he did not have artillery, so that doesn't happen. And we check to see if we, and it's a purple, so we got him. So his level 1 fort crumbles, and I need to grab a level 2. So the level 2 looks like that. So he's a lot more open now for free love. Okay, so I'm just looking over here in the level 4 zones because it's annoying, but we have to like fill these in later. So there's a level 1 fort because that's a hilltop. And I think we might finally have all of our forts filled in. And that's the part I don't like about this, is now I'm stuck wondering if I got all the forts out. So I think that covers it. And as far as units go, that particular one, every hilltop gets a class 1 fort and 1 unit from the reserve pool. So we'll grab a reserve unit from Sector 4 and give that to him. Okay, so back to business at hand. We're busy mopping up stuff. So I'm going to come up here, and this guy's disrupted. He needs a flamethrower and an MG, and this guy just happens to have all that and a bag of chips. So if I destroy him, I'm going to attack him and not attack with the engineer. And the reason I'm doing that is because he gets destroyed. And then by not attacking with the engineer, I can move in and take the position. So this one, of course, has communication. So he goes back in the reserve pool. And the engineer will move in. And of course, we have to draw. And I am so grateful that nothing happened. So we took the spot. And if you'll notice, there's an artillery there, so he loses another artillery point. He's down to 17. So we're finally making a dent into Sector 3. And let me get an artillery destroyed and put it there. There was a hilltop. Yeah, it was that one. We got it. Okay, this guy's holding purple for now, so I can't do anything with him. This one was disrupted. These guys, they're all attacking to reveal this unit. And we have a Browning with a strength of 1. Oh my gosh. We tripled that and met it. And so that's a 3-to-1 with an unrevealed marker. That's a JDX. He's disrupted. And the depth marker is eliminated. So don't even get to encounter it. That was a fabulous outcome. And then this one just needs a flank and a bazooka. We had the flank, but he was disrupted, so we couldn't do anything this turn with it. I could try to move these units on and just leave one guy behind to defend this. I do have command issues, but I have HQs everywhere. I think I'm done. And so now we do artillery. Sector 3 is going to get 5 points from Sector 4, of course. And Sector 3 currently only has 17 points, divided by 10. So we're going to hit 2. And obviously the black wants to do the disruption and the hits. And so we're going to, unfortunately, this unit's going to keep getting disrupted the whole game. But we're going to disrupt him. And that counts as 1. And I think I have to disrupt Papa over here for 2. So that's closest to the black. And that is the artillery phase. So now we do Japanese raids. This guy is getting raided because he only has 1 unit. This one was disrupted. So we're going to draw a card. And we do have an orange. So that's 1. That's Japanese occupied. But there's no brown and no purple. So he has 1 point. We have 1 point. Nothing happens. This is the morning phase. So he doesn't get another point for that. I do have it written somewhere. If it's in within 3 positions of a black. 1, 2, is this a black here? It is, so we actually do take a hit. So we do take a raid hit, and so this HQ unit does go down a step, unfortunately, because we were within 3 positions of a black. So they ended up with 2 points. The gold was 1 point, the 3 positions of a black was 2. And so they had 2, we only had 1 unit there, so we got hit by the raid. This one is also getting raided because we have 1 here. So the people he depended on got disrupted. So we're getting raided now. Don't appreciate that, but so I'm going to draw another card. The brown is occupied, so that's 1 point. There's no blue, and the gold is occupied for 2 points. We are not in 3 positions of a black. He's 4 away. So he has 2 points, we have 2. Nothing happens to that particular unit. All right, so that's 37 minutes. We are going into the mid turn, and I still have a lot of naval guns. I have 2 naval guns, 2 aerial strikes, and I think I'm going to start using them next turn. I would like to get my tanks out, but I can't do that until the evening. And when do we get reinforcements? We actually got reinforcements in the morning. Did I remember to do that? Let me check. No, we didn't. Oh my gosh. The entire 9th Regiment landed on this last turn. The turn we're finishing right now. So let me grab the 9th Regiment. And it says 2 engineers. And we get to place our regimental headquarters according to the rules anywhere we want. And so here we go. All right, so the command is not in place yet. That won't happen until next turn. We get to place our regimental HQ somewhere, and I think there's no better place. Obviously, we got to worry about his fire zone, so I need to look up his fire zone. Give me a second. So I can't go here. I was hoping to go somewhere in here, but I can't. I can't go to blue. I would like to do that, but I can't. You know where I can go is right here in red, because we have one here, and would I benefit from having another one here so we could sort of like swing around? The answer is yeah, but maybe I'm better off going here. We have a 4th Division here. We have a 5th Division there. There's the Marine Division here. I want it to be in the middle here. So if this guy would have been defeated, we would have been able to do it. I can do it on blue, though. Let me check that blue spot. Red can hit it, and purple can hit it. So I cannot put that garrison on this particular blue spot. So that's not possible yet. How about this one? That one is a good candidate, and so is this one, which of course is right next to where I already am. What about this? red can hit it, and green, that being green. So I can go here. That's the best I can do for now. And I just forgot I can pack up shop and move 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, which causes my HQ ranges to go back to 0. And of course these ones are going to go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then I have this one will pack up shop and go 1, 2, 3. And this one will pack up, or no, that's my 3rd Division Marines. The 5th Division one will pack up and go 1, 2, 3. So that's the 26th and 23rd. So all those HQs are moving. All right, and I'm going to forget that 100 times, so that's my warning to you now. I will forget about them over and over again. So I'm going to say stay awesome, and I'll see you on game turn 23, midday.